Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Drink Dive, the show where we dive into new drinks and new topics. Once again, it's an all boys episode. Kate has just got her wisdom teeth out, so wishing a speedy recovery for her. I'm here, obviously, with Luke, with Life, and with Max. A lot of topics, but this week it was Max's drink. Max, what'd you pick?
I picked something that I got recommended to me by let's just call him an alcohol expert. And so no. Alcohol expert's different for this guy knows a lot about alcohol but doesn't excessively drink. But yeah, today is Orion.
Whatever this is.
Is it Orion or is it Orion, like my name?
I would say Orion.
I'd say Orion.
Now was
Does that make more
craft.
sense?
I would say like Orion or something, not fucking Orion,
Yeah.
but anyway.
It could
If
be
it was
Orion.
It should
Orion.
have like a little apostrophe on it if it was Orion. But Max, tell us about this drink. What's so special about this drink?
Well, for starters, it is Japanese, and a lot of people say that the Japanese make the best beers. Two, I'm pretty sure it's like half mixed, half made with rice or something to make it healthier in some way.
Are you being racist?
Good for your gut. What?
Are you being racist?
It's spitting facts, what do you mean?
How
Is that what it says on
how
it?
am I? What, that it's made like half with rice or something?
I thought you were being racist because it's Japanese. Anyways,
No. I got told that it was that the Japanese make them half with rice to make it healthier for your gut and your internal organs and stuff.
fair enough.
And yeah, I just got told that this was probably the best one to try. So we're gonna give it a go today.
Yeah, I can give it a go. And
Okay.
I'm interested to see how the other two react to this. Have you guys had Asahi before?
Yes,
That
I
is
have.
obviously a Japanese beer.
Yes.
You know I've had
Mhm.
Asahi before.
How do I know? Anyways,
Fantastic shit.
so
That's
I mean,
good.
hopefully it's like that. Life, what are you expecting?
I'm excited. I know Japanese beer is pretty good. It's also made in Okinawa, the birthplace of karate. And yeah, that's what I have to say. I'm really excited. I'm really thirsty as well, actually. I need this in my throat right now. So
What is it? 10 o'clock at night, and it's still probably about 36 degrees here.
Fucking
Mm.
hot.
Oh, it's hot. It
Today,
is.
today was an absolute fun day.
Yeah, 40
Um,
degrees it was at one point. So
no.
And
On multiple days.
40 degrees Celsius for our American viewers, if there are any. Not Fahrenheit, because
Fahrenheit 40 degrees is like 90 something. So or 100, something like
Whoa.
that. Something like that.
Yeah, I
Whatever,
don't
mate.
even know.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, Luke. Anyways, drink.
I mean, I trust Japanese alcohol with like the 196s, the lemon ones anyway, and Asahi and whatever. But I don't really know what to expect. Max has been hyping it up because he has a personal connection to this, just like I had a personal connection to Hawks. So if Max is excited about this, then I'm willing to try it, of course. So yeah.
Yep.
Also, I just want to mention something that we haven't seen before. There's actually Braille on the top.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's
I don't know if you
fucking
can see
Braille
the
on
top.
there?
Yeah.
I reckon it just
so
says
that's actually
Orion
quite-
or I don't know.
Probably.
Well, I think it says Orion, but yeah. Yeah.
whatever it says, whatever it says.
Who cares? They're fueling it.
Write in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah, what would you know what? Just like last week how we had Porter Sheet and Porter
Yeah.
said, go Orion
Exactly.
or Orion.
And Porter said,
What do
one.
you guys think? No one commented.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna comment. Luke, you were right. So I was
No,
gonna
you-
comment.
thank you.
Luke.
my drink is water. It's 28 fucking degrees. Like it's literally 28 right now. It's 10 o'clock at night. Boys, get your drinks open.
Yes. Actually, genuinely
I hope this is good for you,
excited.
because Life has been like craving a fucking drink in his mouth because he's thirsty. Pour
Yeah.
test, Life,
Very thirsty.
and all of yous. Oh, it's caught on here.
Yeah,
Have
where's
you-
yours, Dorian? That's
I
okay.
mean,
Test.
there's not much
Damn.
foam at all.
Spilt it.
I was gonna say it's so hot. I would be happy to just
Not-
come on this podcast and just like eat fucking ice or something. Like no problems at all.
Yeah.
100%.
Ice cubes.
Oh yeah, and like frozen water. Yeah. that
Oh
too.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. To our Fed friends,
To the
Or-
cons-
coppers.
to the coppers, the
We're not talking
constables,
about
the sheriffs.
frozen ice. We're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the frozen
Anyways,
ice.
let's go. Cheers,
Let's
boys.
go. Fucking thirsty.
Yeah,
Cheers.
cheers. Mine's not even too cold.
Cheers. Same.
Only you're to blame for that, Luke.
Well, yeah.
Hmm.
If it was a bit colder, it'd be a lot better.
A lot better.
Oh. I mean, you're judging this off of a semi-cold, semi-lukewarm, fucking beer because of
Well,
what-
mine's still kind of cold, but
Mm.
it's not as cold as it could. No, it doesn't have the condensation it should have.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I blame Luke, but it's still really good. In my opinion.
Really blame
It
yourself.
is. It's a bit different.
Is it 5%?
It's a bit different from the ones we had previously. This has a bit more of a kick. Like you can, I don't know, it's a bit stronger, but doesn't mean it's bad.
And this was a draft beer.
Yeah, so it's still like a lager, but it's
So we've had lagers, we've had pale ales, now we're having draft beer. It looks like
Okay.
you boys are giving me half, like you're enjoying it, half you're like kind of iffy about it. Life looks like he's on the fence. So we'll go to Max, so he might have his mind made up.
yeah. I mean, I'm really enjoying this. Would be very nice or nice. And yeah, like I'd buy this again, 100%. Like
If it was cold.
great taste, great taste.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
You have a rating out of 10?
I'm gonna say. Give me another second.
I think you say 1. I was like, what?
I'm gonna give this a
A what?
Didn't even hear that.
10.
Didn't
Didn't hear
even
that.
hear that.
Say it louder. Say it louder.
10. A 10.
10.
Wow.
10.
Jesus,
Oh,
mate.
after complaining it.
Mm.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. Luke.
I like it. It does have, as Live said, a bit more of a kick when you drink it, which I appreciate very much. Other than that, it's a bit on the average side. It's a bit like every other draft beer, not gonna lie. But it is a nice kick, and I do enjoy that, so I'll give it a 7.5.
That seems more fair than.
It's
a
not
10.
too special. Like giving a 10 for a pretty warm beer. Fucking hell.
It's only warm because you've made us.
You didn't have it in the fridge, mate.
Oh,
I
but-
had it in the fridge.
L fridge, guys. L fridge.
I had it in the fridge as well. But it's alright. Okay. I think I know what I'm gonna rate it though. Like Luke said, it's not too special, but I still think it's an 8 out of 10. Like it's good. It's just not something you could scull. It's like how I did last time, but
Yeah.
that's
No,
the difference.
definitely.
for me.
I reckon you could.
I could, but it would be harder than the other one before. That's what I'm saying.
Still definitely a lot of beers that I would go to before this one. It's not something I'd really
That's true as
This
buy
is,
well.
a,
again,
this is a really.
unless it only had this,
This is a
in the
really
shop.
good. Yeah, this is a really good like. Very like drinkable beer. You can down it really easily.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can put away quite a few. In the space of like 10 minutes. You know, it's one of those drinks that you just keep going.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, it would probably be nicer if it was cold, but what can you do?
Again, Luke.
Hashtag
Again,
hashtag
Max's
blame,
fault. Put it in the fridge, mate.
Hashtag-
What are you doing?
hashtag blame Luke for taking a 40-minute shit without warning.
5-minute
Anyways,
shit, 35-minute setup.
as if, bro, it takes you 15 minutes other times. Anyways,
No.
we're gonna move on to our first topic here. Big thing happened over the weekend. I think it was Saturday. The Game Awards. Big game of the year. It was a two-way race, absolutely, between Baldur's Gate 3 and Alan Wake 2. Spider-Man actually ended up getting no votes for anything. No awards. No nothing.
Very disappointing.
I think that's a bit bullshit. I think they should have at least won something, but I mean, I hadn't even heard of Alan Wake 2 up until
Same.
the fucking Game of the Year.
I don't know what that is.
Baldur's Gate I have
Same.
heard of. I know it was a fucking...
I have to admit I haven't heard of that. Okay.
Yeah, well, speaking of Baldur's Gate, it won. Baldur's Gate won Game of the Year 2023. I mean, I think it's well deserved. The game, I haven't played it, but I know people are
Neither.
enjoying it. They're loving the shit out of it. They put hundreds of hours in it. It's a game that I think was over somewhere between 5 and 8 years in the making, and they had like betas and stuff. Like, people have been looking forward to this game for a very, very long time, and I'm glad it did well for them, and I'm glad it got its flowers. But I still think Spider-Man should have won something. It won nothing.
Spider-Man 2 was an amazing looking game. I mean, everything ran smoothly. From what I saw, there was hardly any glitches.
Besides the one glitch that I put on my TikTok, that was the two I put on my TikTok. They were the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life.
But for such a big, open world game, a lot of cutscenes, all the animation was well put together. I feel like the story mode was, the story as a whole was quite good. It definitely led us on from the last one, and I think we are getting another one as a trilogy to complete the trilogy. So that's going to be very exciting. But I was very impressed with the Spider-Man game.
Okay, but there weren't that many contenders like in this at the same time, right?
There
weren't
were.
that many.
There were. You had Spider-Man 2, you had Alan Wake, you had Baldur's Gate, you had Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Bros. Wonder, which I don't think should have got any votes, and fucking Resident Evil 4, which is a remake of the original. I mean, it was still a good game, but Baldur's Gate original, I say original. There's been 2 before it, but it's original story. It looked very good. The gameplay elements, though, Spider-Man is better gameplay-wise, but in terms of story, in terms of the game as a whole, I think Baldur's Gate deserved to win. We also got a couple game announcements, like God of War's DLC, which is already out. I think came out on the 12th. God of War Valhalla is what it's called. God of War Ragnarok Valhalla, I should say. And then we also got Marvel Blade is getting a game, along with the movie.
A game.
Wait, Blade, like character.
Like the character Blade is getting a game. We're still waiting on the fucking Wolverine game to be released, and then they've gone and announced a Blade fucking game. Like,
I would be excited for a Blade game. To be honest.
I think it's going to coincide with the movie release. When's the movie meant to be released? Is it 25 or is it 26? It's one of the two.
Couldn't tell you.
I wonder how it's going to play. Like the style.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty cool. It's a Marvel game. If they just fucking follow the same principle as Spider-Man without the web slinging, they can't really go wrong.
Exactly.
Another game,
especially with all those good animations and stuff.
Yeah. Ooh.
Do you know if that's specifically for PS5 release?
It probably will be. If it's going to be released around the same time as fucking GTA 6 and 2025, it's probably only going to be PS5. I think games at that point shouldn't release on PS4.
Yeah, okay.
Well, unless it's for graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but another game that also got announced by, I forgot what the game director's name is, or the game creator. It's a game called OD. It's meant to be like a horror game. It kind of reminds me of Detroit.
OD.
The trailer is very weird. It is a bunch of it's like 3 animated characters just talking with the black screen behind him, just talking straight at the camera. I didn't understand the hype around it, but this guy did Stranded Deep or something, Death Stranding. He made the Death Stranding games. Whoever that guy is. So I don't know. There's hype around that, but overall, I think some awards at the Game Awards should have been different. You know, I think Spider-Man
Yeah.
should have won something, but I can't even name what it should have won.
Hmm.
But we'll move on to another video game that obviously took the fucking world by storm last week, the GTA 6. The guy in the trailer,
Yeah.
the guy in the trailer that the prisoner with all the fucking face tats and all the colorful shit is suing Rockstar, and he wants $2 million. I don't think he's gonna fucking win.
Not
I
a
mean,
chance.
No, I
Not a
don't think he
chance.
will. And if so, Rockstar's gonna be like, here, like they've got enough money to just go, here's $2 million, just take it.
Yep.
Luke, you're sitting pretty quiet there,
yeah.
mate. You got any thoughts on? Do you think he's gonna win?
No,
the
I
case?
don't. I don't. But why the fuck is he
He's
suing?
fucked.
He's just suing because he didn't. He used. It looks like him, and they kind of didn't take his permission to do that.
I
Just
mean,
He's
Just
He
not
like
didn't
gonna win.
take his
No way.
permission to be in GTA 6.
well, they didn't ask. Yeah, just like fucking. Remember GTA 5, the whole outrage of the girl in the bikini with the fucking phone, and how it was an actual person that sued the company and won.
Oh.
Oh, I think that was like
No way.
who was it? I think
What a
like
name.
Lindsay Lohan or someone complained that
I think it was. Yeah.
or someone like that complained that the GTA chick like on the main screen looked like
The
her.
girl with- yeah. I mean, no. It's because
I
that
don't- I don't think-
Is
no,
that
no,
the
no.
case
It's
again with
because
this dude?
This guy 100% has been fucking put in GTA 6 trailer. 100%. It's him. But whatever. If he wants to
well,
fucking
I
sue-
mean,
They're gonna-
there are differences. There are differences.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to prove it.
There, yeah, there's noticeable differences between them that I feel like are big enough that it doesn't look exactly like him. Obviously, there are similar features, like with his Joker style, like tats around his mouth and stuff, but they are very different.
No,
So
there is-
we don't know if
it's-
this is a coincidence or if it really was absolutely based off him.
It is absolutely based off him because it's the mugshot photo and he has the exact same thing. He has a mugshot photo. He's a prisoner. I thought he's a fucking criminal. So he has that mugshot. It's the exact same thing. It's definitely been replicated. Whether or not he wins, I don't care. But we're gonna move on from that because I mean, that's just whatever news. Big news coming from sports. We've got a couple of big sporting news. There's this guy called LeBron James. Don't know if you've heard of him. His team,
Oh
No.
him and the Lakers have just won the first ever NBA Cup, is what they're calling it, the in-season tournament. Fuck, Adam Silver's cooking in terms of the NBA at the moment. Let the man fucking come up with the idea and let him cook with it. LeBron James won the MVP for the whole tournament. I mean, fair enough. I mean, it's another thing that all the fucking Michael Jordan fans are going to be, all the LeBron fans are going to be like, oh, but does Jordan have an NBA Cup? Shut the fuck up. Michael Jordan's the best player that ever exists. We then move on to baseball. Yeah, baseball. What the fuck? We're talking about baseball. Shohei Ohtani, the probable best baseball player in the world. You know,
no clue.
no one here has a clue. I do. He's probably the best baseball player in the world, up there with fucking that guy on the Padres. Forgot his name. But he has signed the richest sports deal ever.
Really, ever.
$700 million over 10 years with the Dodgers. That, if you can do maths, 70 mil a year.
Now, I wouldn't expect baseball.
Baseball is the
you
highest
have
paid
the-
sport in the world.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, you wouldn't
How?
expect it. No.
I don't know
You
many
expect
people who give
more-
a fuck about baseball.
It is
That's purely an American thing.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, but I would expect international sports to be higher paid than
You'd expect like soccer. Nah.
baseball.
Nah. It
Mm.
is absolutely baseball. They have like, if you look at the top 10 most rich sports contracts, they have like 6 or 7 in the top 10. Like that, it's a big market for baseball. Bigger than the NFL, bigger than the NBA, bigger than fucking soccer. or football. You know, it's big baseball. But then we move, as we're talking about soccer, move on to a referee in the Turkish Super League
Saw that.
got assaulted, punched,
Yep.
kicked by fans, but most importantly by, and let me try and pronounce this, Ankara or Guku, that's the club, their club president.
Hmm.
I don't know the reason, whether it was just because they thought bullshit decisions or whatnot.
Probably.
Probably, I mean, it's the only thing. Yeah, he had a black eye. They had to call the match off. He's fine. The referee, he had to go to hospital and just like get treated. But yeah, black eye and everything.
Yeah.
It was wild scenes.
Now, as a former referee in football, I can say that there should be no excuse for assaulting referees.
Yeah.
They have the toughest decisions to make, especially when it comes to Premier League or international games or even World Cup. It is a hard thing to do.
Oh,
Being
yeah.
able to keep up with the play, keep up with everyone on the field doing the right thing all the time. It's crazy. Like it's so tough. You don't know what's right and what's wrong. But
Yeah.
what you make, the decision that you make, is the one that's supposed to stick. And
Mhm.
if I'm assuming it was because of a bad call. Now, that bad call may be a bad call, but from his point of view, that's the best call he could have made at the time. And the coaches, they should have more restraint.
100%. It's not even a coach. It was a club president. One of
Well,
the presidents
yeah.
from the club. It's not even a coach. Where the fuck's he come from? He's probably come from the stands and started fucking bashing the shit out of this fucking referee. Like, the poor ref, man. Sure, he might have. I don't know. I haven't seen the call that he made, but I've seen the black eye and I've seen the fucking assault. He was kicked.
Yeah.
He was
It
punched,
is
dragged.
quite a big lump on the side of his
Yeah,
face.
it's embarrassing. man.
Yeah, it shows not a lot of self control, and yeah, let's wish him speedy recovery, and hopefully he can sue for a shit ton of money.
I'd sue and I'd leave the country because fuck Turkey.
Yeah.
I've just started a war between Turkey and Australia now. God damn it. All right,
Actually, they're not called Turkey anymore.
it is well, it's Turkey.
So,
Turkey.
They're changing. Yeah.
Brother, it's still Turkey. Gives a shit. Move on here to music. Drake. When isn't it an episode if Drake or Taylor Swift hasn't been mentioned? Drake becomes the first artist in Spotify history to surpass 90 billion streams. I know that there are 3 Drake haters in this call. Well, new Drake anyway. But I mean, boys, Luke, what do you think?
bullshit is what I think. Drake, get out of here. No,
I
no
mean-
excuse. No excuse. Old Drake's
I
fine.
mean-
The one
He hasn't been fined
one
for like
song.
almost 10 years.
The one song that I know by him is God's Plan, and
That's
that
bullshit, though. That is
in itself.
That's
wasn't as
bullshit.
good.
You know more than one Drake song. Stop lying. Stop
The one that
lying.
I've listened to, but I honestly don't listen to it. I
No, fair
from what
enough.
I've heard from his last album.
No,
the
fair-
rest of it can't be.
Absolutely fair enough. You don't listen to Drake, but bullshit. God's Plan's the only Drake song you know.
I couldn't name it.
Luke, can you name more than one Drake song?
One Dance, Passion Fruit,
There you go. That's all.
Fucking-
Life, can you name 2 more?
Slime You
Hotline
Out.
Bling. What's that
Hotline
one?
Bling. All right,
No.
that just proves the boys up north know nothing about music, and
No, I just feel like he shouldn't have that sort
no,
of.
absolutely,
not.
he should not have 90 billion streams. But hey, I pose the question here. Let's start an argument. Is Drake more popular than Michael Jackson?
No.
I
I
don't know
think-
if he is.
I
but he
mean,
shouldn't be.
technically yes, but you shouldn't be.
No, it doesn't matter about he shouldn't.
He's
he more
starting to
popu-
be.
Is he more popular than Michael Jackson? Yes or no?
Yes.
On Spotify, anyway, he
Only-
is.
No.
Overall,
Yes.
Yes
overall,
or
no.
no.
Overall,
I'm saying overall.
no.
I'm saying overall.
Of
Yes or no?
Of all time, no. Michael Jackson had the biggest. I think
Thriller,
in
yeah.
his time, he had the biggest brand deal.
Oh.
For a solo artist.
Did you just hear what you just said?
What?
In his
Okay.
time.
Yes.
It's not his
But
time
this is-
anymore. It's Drake's time. It's
Yes,
the modern generation.
Even now, he is still relevant.
I say
Thriller is
good
the
for Drake,
biggest album
but I don't
of
care.
all time in music history.
Yep.
Drake's nowhere near
even
that.
now, he is
Of
seen.
course.
He is seen still in memes. He's still songs being played by him. He's still got
Songs
references
being played
getting-
by Drake. That's a very shit fucking comparison there.
argument.
Drake's also a part of memes. He is a meme.
Literally.
Yes.
So
But
your
I'm
arguments
saying-
here,
I'm
besides
saying
the album
even
one,
after. I'm
besides
saying even after however long it's been since Michael Jackson died, he is still relevant. Like
I didn't say he's not
sure,
relevant.
Drake
I'm
is.
just, I'm
Yeah,
not,
I know. I'm just saying it takes a lot to have that sort of recognition even after
the
however long it's been.
the only argument I can accept that you just brought up was the album, because Michael Jackson does have the biggest album of all time, or at
I
least
would
the top
say-
three biggest album of all time.
I would say these days, I'm not surprised if Drake has more streams. Like we can see,
What the
at least on
fuck?
Spotify, he has more streams. However,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson is still, just in culture in general, way more iconic than Drake.
Iconic's
10
different
times.
to. I'm
It's
not
different
talking
to
about icon.
streams. He has
No,
more
It's only because
Why are you
he's-
bringing up streams?
only
Streams is
because-
completely different to what I'm asking.
What the fuck
it's
are you
only
asking?
because he's
Michael
current.
Michael Jackson obviously does not have as many streams as Drake. Obviously, fucking way less. All right, but I'm talking about, is Michael Jackson more popular than Drake?
Which is my point.
Sorry,
in
sorry,
culture.
sorry. Is Drake more popular than Michael Jackson? I should reword that.
Which goes back to my point.
Now, yes, he is, but
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying all the time. I'm saying not even saying today, right? What I'm saying, with the power of social media, even if
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was still alive, even if Michael Jackson, was today
I think so.
like an up and coming artist today, like say he was like the same level as Drake today, same age as Drake, same discography, same everything, would he still be more popular than Drake?
Well, he's not, so
well,
we don't know.
that's-
No.
I need a yes or a no. I
No.
need a yes or a no.
No.
that would be
No.
impossible.
Exactly.
To think about.
So it's
So
like, I
These
understand
days-
Michael Jackson's impact of his generation. 100%, I understand that he was one of the biggest the biggest fucking artist in the world, right?
Yeah.
But
the number one, yeah.
and you
One of
can argue Drake's music sucks, but that's to you. Just like I don't think Michael Jackson has that many hits. He has maybe 5 max, in my opinion. 5
Which
that
I
I
agree.
can listen to. I can listen to way more Drake songs than I can Michael Jackson songs. Right? But once again, that's taste. You guys might not think the same, right?
True.
Like Max might have like 50 Michael Jackson songs because he only listens to old music. Right?
I don't only listen to podcasts.
You know what I mean though? Like compared to
I
Only
see
a handful
what
for
you
me.
mean.
Exactly. So, can you see where I'm coming from in terms of, I'm not saying like Michael Jackson's like not as big. And hey, you can't make the argument that they're not as big as each other because they have the exact same amount of number ones as a soloist. So they're as
No, I'm
big as each
saying-
other. I'm saying they're both their generation's version of each other,
Mhm.
100%. But, and I know, and Michael Jackson, I think, in my opinion, had more of an impact on that generation than Drake does now. But
Yeah.
I still think Drake is more popular in this generation than Michael Jackson was.
Well,
Do you
of course he
think-
is. This younger
I'm gonna-
generation.
hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna flip this on you, Dory.
Okay.
Do you think that Michael Jackson was a better artist and had better quality songs and stuff?
He's already answered that, really.
I already did.
Yeah, but
I
just
think-
say.
Okay, are you basing this? Okay. I think Michael Jackson's hits
saying
are
based-
better. Listen.
based on talent?
Listen.
Saying based
Can
on
I speak? Can I talk? Let me talk. Let me talk.
Yeah, go.
I think Michael Jackson's hits are better than Drake's, but I think Drake has a better discography. I think if you compared
Okay.
Drake's top 5 to Michael Jackson's top 5, Michael Jackson wins. But if you compare whole discographies, I'm picking Drake. And that's just opinion based. That's just opinion based. That's what I think.
Okay.
You guys are going to
Fair
think
enough.
Of course it is.
but that's
So
fair enough.
it is an interesting question though. Like, definitely with this generation, now that Jackson's been dead for over 10 years, whatever, all right, obviously not releasing shit. And of course, because of all the shit that's going on with him after the fact, he is more popular overall, more talked about. Not so much in this generation, but overall, Michael Jackson has been way bigger, and he's just way more iconic than Drake in general. So it's an interesting one. But these days, obviously, Drake is played more. I mean, we've seen that. It's obvious.
I'm not talking about yeah, okay, but Michael Jackson's obviously been around a lot longer than Drake, right? Obviously, which is why he's been talked about more. He's been talked about for over 20, 30 years, right? So, give Drake how long's Drake been around? 2004, 5, 6.
Yeah, maybe.
Give him like another
20
5,
years or
10
so.
years. Give him 5, 10 years, and then this question can come back up in conversation. We compare Michael Jackson's first 25 years of fucking music to Drake's. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Now, yeah, for me personally, it's about the talent of their musicality. So their voice, their ability to create meaningful songs, and it's about what the tools they had at the time. So in Michael Jackson's time, they didn't have auto-tune, they didn't have sampled music. They had their voices and mics.
Yeah,
and that
of
was
course.
basically it. So with the tools that Drake has nowadays, he has everything available to him to create high quality stuff. I don't think that
not though.
he has put in that effort to create meaningful things for him. I think he has created stuff that is that he thinks appeals to other people, that he thinks is going to be popular to other people, and that are going to get him the high ratings. I don't think he's put in that effort to think of meaningful lyrics, songs that are personal to him, songs that have good melodies and stuff. I don't think he's put in that effort. I think that Michael Jackson has had a much obviously much more talent. And for the tools that he had in the day.
My rebuttal to that though is, would you not do the same thing? If you
create stuff,
just create music on top of music to make money instead of writing.
I
would rather make money than write meaningful music. But that's coming from someone who doesn't know media composure, doesn't know ins and outs of the music industry. Like,
I mean,
I would rather be in Drake's situation where he can like not really try that hard in terms of making lyrics, but still make a lot of money compared to Michael Jackson. That's opinion based. That's all opinion based. That's all.
I see where you're getting from. Everyone wants more. But like music and especially arts in general, it's all about creativity and personalization to the creators. And I feel like that's something that artists have kind of lost nowadays. It's all about doing the same rap beats and everything nowadays, compared to before when it was all the lyrics had stories behind them, which is quite fascinating to listen to actually. And everything was created from the genius of their mind. Everything was personal to them because that's where it came, like all of their inspiration came from, personal experiences and that stuff. And well, I feel like I've gone on a bit of a rant.
No.
But,
You're 100% right.
Yeah, but the arts is supposed to be like, people don't get into the arts. Well, generally, people don't get into the arts for just the money or just
well, I'm sure.
Whatever. People get into that because that's what they're passionate about. That's what they feel like they can be free to express themselves, to create what they need to.
And then some people see the money, and they.
I'm sure. I'm 100% sure Drake was the same. He started off loving the business, loving making music and whatnot, and then he got that popular. He's kind of like, at this point, fuck it, put a beat together, fucking get Adonis to write my lyrics and I'll just make money. Like,
Yeah.
it's
which shows a bit of laziness and
it does show laziness,
like
but
to be honest, that's why I feel like, you know, 3 out of 4 of these people don't like it because of those reasons. You know, like,
and that's fair enough.
People respect artists more if their lyrics have, you know, personal touches to them and they're original. You know.
Yeah. Like, I won't get you wrong. Michael Jackson is a better artist than Drake, way better. But I do think Drake's more popular than Michael Jackson ever was.
So these days, Drake is definitely more popular, but yeah, I definitely think that these days actual talent in the music industry is on a really steep downfall.
Declining.
There's barely any talent these days, and it's unfortunate.
Well,
Because
in terms of males, anyway.
It's all because it's all auto-tune. It's all auto-tune stuff. I mean, you can have an artist nowadays who comes up and, you know, goes really popular, and even though they have a pitch perfect voice, there will still be traces of auto-tune in there. And for what reason? What, to make it sound?
No, if you listen to massive artists these days, they don't have a pitch perfect voice. They have no musical talent at all. These days, anyone can go into this industry, and the producers, the record companies, they're pathetic these days. They don't know any better. They'll hire anyone who, with auto-tune and all this bullshit, just lazy song making, you know, they'll sign them up.
I mean, there are a few people nowadays that still do have great voices.
Yeah, 100%.
But they still, even if they have one of the best voices currently in the world, they will still use auto-tune, even that slight little bit, just to get a perfect tone. Like, it's unreasonable, and I don't
think
like
I could name a male artist that has a good voice these days. I could name plenty of women. Plenty. Taylor Swift has a good voice. You might not think it, but she does. Dua Lipa has a great voice. Ariana Grande. Like, I can go on. Fucking Selena Gomez has a great voice. I cannot name...
There is still auto-tune in there.
I feel like...
Of course. But even when they perform live, they still sound good.
I feel like all the male voices nowadays that we hear, it's all rap. And that's because a lot of them are, let's say they're afraid to, you know, make music that they're passionate about, genres that they enjoy. You know,
to be
it's
like
all
experimental
rap,
about it, which was what makes the old days so good.
Exactly. Everyone was free to have their own genres, even create whole genres, just so they could create music. You know?
I think there's only one male artist in the world that actually has a good voice, which is Bruno Mars. I don't think there is anyone else. I honestly, besides
Michael Bublé.
Okay, I said these days. I said these days. But yeah, we'll move on from this conversation because it's just been a long ramble. But I mean, it does pose a question, you know. And it's always nice to discuss shit like this.
I think it's an important one.
We'd like
still.
to hear some other opinions on this one. Yeah, this is I feel like this is a very important subject because personally, music is a very important topic. In my opinion, and personally to me. So I feel like this is going to be the best. We can cover it.
Well, yeah, that's fair enough. But we'll move on.
Yeah, it'd be great to hear other people.
Yeah, let us know, Drake or Michael Jackson. No, don't do that.
Well,
do that.
also,
and also, what do you think? Actually,
express your opinions on the music industry. You know, basically what we talked about.
Pretty much.
Let me say I'm happy for Drake, but I don't really care that much. That was my opinion. There we go.
Yeah, it's fair.
I
was waiting for live, so I don't care.
Yeah.
It says that a lot. Let's move on here, away from music now. We go to a couple shows and movies. Anyone heard of the Squid Game challenge?
Yep. So that was like...
I looked at it, I was like, the fuck is this? If you guys don't know, Squid Game, the challenge is a reality.
It's like a...
on Netflix?
Yeah.
It's a reality
Yeah, I
sort of game show.
It's
I
probably
have to be honest. I I purposely did not watch it because I feel like it's just a massive ripoff of
It
the
is.
first one.
It's
Just
made. What do you
to be
mean? It's
able to
made by the
claim
same
the
one.
fame.
It's made
Yeah,
by the same
but
one.
I feel like there's no need for it. You know,
There isn't.
Of course not.
it's basically like an English version, and I was happy enough with the first one. I couldn't be fucked to watch the second one because I knew
Yeah.
what was going to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
I will let you know, Max,
It's
that
repetitive.
Theo Baker's in it. But
Well, I've seen
Yeah.
enough of him. He probably broke fucking 50 bones in the first episode.
yeah,
If I'm
fuck
being
you.
honest. Like,
Yeah, if I can't stand up. Yeah, Squid Game the Challenge. It's just a reality Squid Game show. All the good games that were in the first show, they just did it for a grand prize of $4.56 million. And the winner, spoilers, May Whelan, is still yet to receive her prize money. I don't know why that is. I think she was briefed. I mean, I think they filmed it 10 months ago, but they were briefed that the winner wouldn't get the money straight away until either the show released or a little bit after that. Don't know why.
What?
But yeah, it's a bit bullshit. We move on to an actual kind of controversial topic here. Oppenheimer was obviously, if you tried to watch Oppenheimer in the past month, you wouldn't be able to. It was pulled
Why?
away from just movie. What do you call them? What do you call them? The fucking like binge and Netflix and stuff. What do you call those type of fucking platforms?
Streaming
services.
services.
Streaming services. It was completely removed from everywhere. You couldn't even find it illegally. But then it came
How
back
come?
because of Japan.
Oh.
Right. Because obviously Hiroshima, that's the whole point of
Mm.
Oppenheimer's story. And it's finally been released in theaters in Japan, which is a big, big thing. You know, obviously Japan, Hiroshima, bombings. Oppenheimer was the one who created it, and that's what the whole movie's about. So it's definitely interesting that I don't know why they finally
weird.
let it pass.
I feel like yes, for Japan, it's a it's a big tragedy in their history,
Yep.
but it is history. You know, it's meant to be told and learnt about for the next generation to not make the same mistakes. I feel like they should kind of get over it and accept
Just
it.
accept it. It's been 80
You know?
years.
I mean,
The
yeah, it
past
has-
is the past, and
can't change it.
all in all, it's just a movie.
Like,
It's an informative movie. Like it does tell the repercussions of Oppenheimer's
Mhm.
actions and the toll it took on him and a lot of people involved in the project. So
yeah, I wonder if they understood that. Like, I don't know if it's the Japanese government being like really sensitive about it, but like in America, right? They made a movie with Nick Cage about 9/11 like 5 years after it happened. Like, and then there's Japan, who 80 years after these bombings, all right, they're just coming to accept Oppenheimer like as a movie, as a drama,
Mhm.
which had the repercussions and the effects it had on him. So I think it's pretty weird, but about time.
I feel like it wasn't about. It definitely wasn't about Japan or
No,
the
like we didn't even
bombing.
see it. We
was-
didn't even see
It
it.
was
We did.
yeah. It was all about the man and how he dealt with it and all this stuff. It told all the backstory about it. Like nothing was targeted.
Yeah.
It's
But I
get
mean,
over it.
I think they still. I mean,
It's,
it did eventually lead to the Hiroshima bombing. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can understand why they're upset. But yeah,
me too. It's kind of odd.
yeah, it's 80 years, whatever. But a big movie that got a trailer yesterday was Kung Fu Panda 4. Now,
Oh yeah.
Max said he wanted to open up this discussion. The floor is yours.
Yes. This is one that I am very excited about, and that I also got told about like less than half an hour ago. But I have since watched the trailer, And let me tell you, this is very exciting. Since the third one, have been absolutely waiting for another one.
When was that released?
Um,
2013, 14?
The last one, number 3.
I'll look it up. You just
Yeah,
keep
I was a
talking.
bit. I was a bit
That was at
disappointed by that one.
least 2019.
Was it?
Yeah, it was fairly
Mm.
I
recent.
don't remember being that recent. 20, oh no, Kung Fu Panda 2 was 2011, Kung Fu Panda 3 was 2016.
Damn.
2016. Oh, okay. Yeah, wow. So yeah, obviously a long time since the last one. But from what I saw, they're kind of rebranding the third one, in my opinion. Like, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but you can watch it, the trailer yourself. But this main villain is a chameleon, and we see Tai Lung return, which is quite surprising, actually. But yeah, it's because in the third one, we see the bull guy. I can't remember his name. The bull guy who takes the chi of other, kung fu people, and this one is basically the chameleon takes the powers of other kung fu people again. So it feels like they're just kind of rebranding it and creating another story and stuff. So I'd be really fascinated to see what twists they add to it this time around. Still
Yeah.
very excited though.
Fair enough. Luke, thoughts?
Nah, I don't give a fuck about Kung Fu Panda. All good.
Fuck, what is up with you this episode? Just staying quiet and not giving a fuck about anything.
I don't give a fuck about Kung Fu Panda. Never have. Never have.
Damn.
I watched the first one.
What? You haven't seen the second one?
Absolutely not. Oh, maybe. I wouldn't remember it though.
Second one, I reckon, in my opinion, is probably the best.
It is,
I
I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
Toy Story, the
that
second
was
one.
great.
Nice.
That was a great one.
Love the second one.
Well, I mean, I'm glad they haven't changed up the animation too much. Like it still
Mhm.
looks like the originals, which is good.
Yeah.
I think they showed a bit too much. I don't think they should have shown the villain,
Not
or
as
at least,
much.
or at least what the villain can do, and just at least show just show the villain on the screen for like a couple frames. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's not my
I
trailer.
mean, even then, I reckon what they should have done with the trailer is completely kept the villain a mystery. And
Oh, yeah.
like, I reckon they could have shown Tai Lung as a teaser, but really they shouldn't have shown all of them. And
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
like,
That's big.
it's kind of ruining the movie. Like, I want to be surprised at what they come up with next, because there's so much they could do with it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm
Bit
glad
disappointing.
graphics are the same. I'm glad Jack Black hasn't lost his fucking way of doing Poe.
Yeah.
Mm.
Still got
You
it.
know,
It's
still got it.
it's just as funny as the last ones. It's just as just looks the same as the other ones. It's great, same kind of style.
Should be a good family movie. I am quite excited. It's coming out around my birthday, I
Yeah.
think, as well. I need to get the actual release date, but life thoughts.
I love the first two, and Kung Fu Panda is actually what got me into martial arts. So it's kind of
I thought it was Cobra Kai.
no. What? That came out way later.
I know. I'm joking.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I didn't like the third one that much. I was disappointed. So hopefully this one's better.
Yeah. March 8, 2024 is the release date currently for Kung Fu Panda 4. So
Yeah.
that's quite
Hmm.
exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should be a good movie. I'm going to enjoy it. I know Max will. I know Life will. I know Luke won't.
I won't watch it.
But that's at least one movie that's coming out in 2024. Now let's discuss 2025. Yes, it's 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away. 2025 is 2 years. I said 2 weeks. I meant 2 years.
Yeah.
Let's just run through what's coming out in 2025. GTA 6.
Mm.
Avatar 3.
Oh, that's good.
The Batman 2. Fantastic Four. Shrek 5. That's a rumor. Shrek 5's a rumor.
Sure, it's Prima.
Superman Legacy, Trek 5,
Ooh.
and the live-action Minecraft movie are just some of what has been announced for 2025.
Anything
20
Marvel, I'm not trusting.
100%.
But 2024 is going to be a shit house for the year.
I'm gonna look
I mean,
up
besides
now
a
what
couple
movie.
of the things.
It's going to be
But
a
2025 sounds fucking action stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you've already got the biggest like game coming out ever. You've got the biggest, the biggest like movie ever to be shown. Pretty
Avatar.
sure, at least a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third movie of
think-
that.
I think Endgame passed it in grossing. So technically, Endgame is the most, or a Marvel movie is the most gross. But
Yeah, but still, a couple of years ago it was the biggest. It seems like a massive year. So I'm
Action.
pretty sure 2024 is probably going to be the year of working, and then
Yeah.
2025 is going to be the year of entertainment.
next year so far, from what I'm seeing, we've got Kung Fu Panda 4, Dune Part 2, which is a kind of big movie. We got Garfield, Despicable Me 4, Inside Out 2.
Hmm.
There's going to be a Craven movie, Craven the Hunter, Spider-Man
Interesting.
villain. We got another Lord of the Rings movie.
Hmm.
We got a Karate Kid
Oh, the new one. That's weird. Yeah.
and Sonic 3. So there, I'm only excited for Sonic 3, to be honest, out of all of those ones. Are you surprised? Are you surprised?
Not Despicable Me. Far out.
Oh, yeah. And then 2025, I'm just seeing what's been announced. Blade, Captain America, Fantastic Four, Mission Impossible 8, Minecraft, Moana 2, I guess, Superman Legacy, Batman 2. Yeah, that's only some of the movies that have been announced so far. Obviously, more to come. Probably Into the Spider-Verse, the next fucking part of the saga. It's probably coming out then as well. It's not looking good for 2024, ladies and gentlemen. We're all just going to have to survive 2024 to get to 2020.
It's a grind year.
I
Put your
just
heads
can't
down.
speak. Heads down, make money so you can spend money. That's the type of year it's going to be, I reckon. But
100%.
yeah, what are you guys most excited for 2025? Anything in particular?
Bro,
Well, GTA
Despicable
probably.
Me, fucking hyped.
Despicable
It's
Me,
just one of the
GTA.
best.
Yeah,
I
probably.
mean, yeah, obviously GTA, but I must say I'm very excited for Avatar. I definitely loved
yeah.
the first two movies. So. And
I'm-
apparently there's supposed to be about 10 of them.
Yeah, I don't know how long. That's going to be in like 2050. We get to Avatar 10, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was such a big leap from the first one to the second one.
And then we're getting
I
like
feel like
2 years in
Yeah.
between the second and third.
yeah,
So
like it's they're definitely picking up the pace, and I'm looking forward to watching it.
I'm most excited to see Jason Momoa as Minecraft Steve, if I'm being honest with you. But that's that's something, all right. Now we're going to move on to a topic I actually didn't tell Max, just to get his first-hand reaction. I told Luke. Announced, I don't know when, we are getting a Doritos liquor.
What?
Yep. Luke, name all the
And
flavors.
it looks fucking fancy. What?
You looked up all the flavors, did you not? Or there
Pretty
were
sure
like a
there was
bunch of
just
flavors
one.
that were leaked?
I'm
Was it just the,
pretty sure there's just one. It
I thought
looks
you were naming a
very
bunch of
fancy indeed. No,
Yeah.
I wasn't naming a bunch of different flavors. It was let me find it.
I'm looking at it here. It is the flavor nacho cheese.
Yeah.
Nacho cheese flavored
Which is the
liquor.
best
Max-
flavor anyway, like chips wise.
And it is set to be retailed American at $65.
Yeah.
Damn, $65.
That's American. I don't know how much it's going to be here, whether it is 65, whether it's like
Oh,
70.
yeah,
I was just saying before, I was wondering
Yeah,
what
that's
type
probably
of
like
liquor it
$50.
was gonna be, and it just says uncategorized, which is very cool.
Yikes.
Liquor would mean though like more of like a spirit than a
That means
Yeah.
alcohol in general.
Yeah.
Does liquor just mean it doesn't it that? Oh wow.
Liquor is more like a harder thing, though.
Well, it's hard liquor in this.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So it's not even
Liquor-
categorized. I can't say that word for some reason. But yeah, alcoholic nacho cheese Doritos. I'm hyped. I don't know about you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a drink. We're gonna
I
have to,
have
do a
to
drink
say,
episode.
I have to say, I don't know how that's gonna taste good. Like,
Yeah, I don't
how
know.
can you, how
Yes.
can you get
Hey,
Doritos
We'll find out.
alcohol?
hey,
We'll
we'll
find
find out. And if we've got fucking AI beer being made, we can definitely make a room for a nacho cheese fucking liquor. All right, but that's all we have for topics. We actually do have a list, and I came up with this one on the spot. Our top 5 favorite things, oddly specific edition. So, for example, taking a shit 40 minutes before having to record drink dive while making everyone else's drinks go very cold and are going very warm,
good.
and then having a warm drink on the
Comes
podcast,
before everything else.
for example.
Takes absolute priorities. Respect the shit.
Would anyone like to go first for their
Sure,
top
I'll
five?
go. I'll go first.
Life will go
Ooh.
first.
On my number 5, we have taking a new iPhone out of the case. The whole experience.
It is a good experience.
It's very nice. Number 4 is kicking a soccer ball absolutely perfectly with a nice curve on there.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Number 3 is spaghetti ice cream.
What?
It's not real spaghetti. It's vanilla ice cream pressed into something that looks like spaghetti with whipped cream inside, strawberry sauce, and the sprinkles are coconut or white chocolate. Really nice.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Italian inside of me is
Where
very
the fuck do
confused.
you find this?
It's like in every Italian ice cream store in Germany, at least. I don't know.
That's
Oh,
that ain't Italian.
in Germany. Just give me gelato, mate.
I must say the ice cream is really good there.
Fair enough.
Checkmate is number 2. Getting a checkmate.
That
really
that
good.
that is. Yeah.
And number 1 is reverse parallel parking right into the crevice. Perfect.
It's pretty good.
Such a good feeling. One of my favorite things that are very odd at the same time.
Yeah. That's fair enough. They're pretty good list. Anyone? Any of you boys want to go? And life dies.
Oh.
Life is died.
There he goes.
What the fuck was that? Let's wait for life to get back in. All right, I'll go with my top 5 now. I have some honorable mentions though. First honorable mention is "Let It Go" by Passenger when I'm in the vicinity of Luke. That the song slaps even harder because he loves to start
Because he
the song
sings
with.
it to me.
That's the only reason. My other honorable mention is getting a fade from Jace the Barber at Mando Cuts. Absolutely. Thank you, Jace. Love you, Jace. Number 5. Hardstyle music in a car with mad bass while there's more than 4 people in the car. Absolutely. Best feeling. Best feeling. Number 4, getting an S rank in Sonic Colors on the Wii after I've just come home from school in 2012. Absolutely fantastic. You know, usually would make my day. A lot of hard grinds going on there. Number 3, Chinese from the RSL place near me that I haven't had it for 4 months. Dad, I know you're watching this. We're due for a run. Number 2, waking up in the morning and seeing my favorite sport team winning while I was asleep. Usually because I follow sports, but all the fucking games are at 3 in the morning.
True.
So, you know, can't watch every single one. So, you know, it's always a good feeling waking up and saying Arsenal have won 2-1. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. And number 1, playing video games with the boys, and you're up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning saying the funniest and most cooked shit ever. You will not have a better experience in life if you're not talking to your mates at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. You guys are dead tired and you're saying shit you would never say. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my top 5. Anyone disagreeing with that?
No, I agree with the first one for
you
sure.
actually-
We've done that. Sort of.
You actually made me think of an honorable mention.
Okay, well go, Max. What is that?
Um, Okay, that honorable mention is not as specific, but getting haircuts. I don't know what is about it, but getting haircuts in the nice aircon.
Aircon.
Getting aircon in
You're just-
getting a haircut in nice aircon. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
That is oddly specific.
That-
To be fair.
Now, I don't know if it's just me, but getting a haircut is quite relaxing. I do enjoy it. But you know that's just me, probably. Okay, number 5. I've mixed around my things. Okay, this okay, yeah. I think I went too specific, but pissing on a tree in the middle of the night while completely drunk and walking out. In the middle of the night.
I know.
That's my number 5.
I know,
with
Max.
some- Yeah. Okay, number 4. Going out camping in the middle of nowhere with esky full of beers, and sitting around a campfire at 2 a.m. You know, you went there with the mates and the esky full of beers and having a great time. Number 3, going to the gym at 1 a.m. when there's no one there, and you have full control over the speakers, and there's no one there, so you can use all the equipment freely. You know, you don't have to worry about how you look or how you perform, and yeah, it's great. Number 2, going out to the pubs with mates on a pub golf or something, with $3,000 in the bank and nothing on the next day.
That's
That's
he's
my
died.
number
All right,
2.
life's died
fuck's
again,
sake.
but yeah, continue. Just keep going.
Yeah, that's my number 2. Absolutely amazing. Now number 1, watching a movie in the heat of summer, middle of summer, with the aircon on full blast at like what, 10 degrees or something, with a drink at midday and a bowl of frozen fruit.
That is very specific.
That's
Wow.
my number 1.
Well, that is
Probably my
Frozen
oddly specific.
fruit.
What frozen fruit?
Okay.
What's your frozen fruit of choice?
If I had to pick frozen fruit, it'd be watermelon.
Really?
But I could say
yeah,
the same
respect.
thing about oranges. There's a lot of fruit that is great while frozen. I highly recommend it.
Fair enough. Well, that was definitely specific.
Hmm.
I
Well.
thought mine were very specific until Max started
Yeah.
saying them, but here we go, Luke.
Well, you don't know specific, boys.
Oh, here we go.
Until now. So, at number 5, this is something I can't do anymore, but it was so good. And that was going to my local KFC after school, after leaving school early, after like an exam especially, with my mates. Oh my god, it was the best when they got the popcorn chicken go buckets right. Fuck, it's good on an Arvo like that, especially during summer. Number 4, Max knows this, and that is wandering around the city at up to like 3 in the morning, piss drunk, just talking shit, or having like deep conversation with Max about you know, just what's going on, you know, and then
or getting kebabs while you're completely drunk, getting the wrong order, but it still tastes great. And it starts
Oh my
pissing down
God.
rain. Yeah.
being in the middle of the city, the literal CBD, and it's just us, no one else, going on the bus for 50 minutes and just talking random shit. It's so fun.
Oh, yeah.
And we're
It
due to it
creates
again soon.
It creates bonds. Yeah.
Absolutely, we're
creates
due
bonds.
for it.
Yeah.
Number 3. This one is beautiful. This one is listening to music while going to my favorite local park, my favorite park in the world, and just swinging on the swing set for hours. It's so therapeutic, so relaxing. Yeah, I do.
That's the thing. He still does
It's-
it.
And I've been doing it for years. It's the best place in the world, I swear to God. But on an overcast evening, when there's like a nice warm breeze, but it's overcast and the sun's setting, it's the best time to be out. I feel so comfy just outside in a time like that. It's beautiful. If there's anything going on, I just go on the swings and I'll be fine. So number 2 is when you're watching YouTube in bed and you just start to fall asleep.
Oh, it's the best.
That feeling is so nice. After a hard day of school, hard day of work, something like that, you're tired, your joints are aching, you lie down in bed. I'll be watching like Spanian or something like that. And I'll just start to doze off and I'll be like, put the phone down and just drop dead. Best feeling in the world.
I do it, but I don't turn the video off. I just sleep with the video still playing, and then once the video ends, my phone turns off. So if I'm watching a 3-hour fucking chess event, the phone is on for 3 hours. There's nothing that can stop it from being on for that long. My phone will die.
As soon as I sense that I'm about to fall asleep, I'm like all numb and shit. I just quickly turn it off, take these out, and just doze. But like, it's so beautiful, that feeling.
Yeah.
And then number 1, something I have done multiple times, and that is driving down Heathcote Road at pretty much midnight. There's no one around, driving down Heathcote Road and listening to this one song, Rooster by Alice in Chains, at the 2-minute 8-second mark. It is absolutely sublime the way the beat drops at that time and you're just rolling down the road at night like this. Oh my god, I've never been happier. Just ever. So
Well,
that's
Now-
how specific I got, boys.
wow.
Now, just quickly for your number 5, Luke. Could you not exchange the school thing for work? After work, grab a KFC.
I don't
No,
go
because
there
you're not
after
doing it
work.
with your friends. You gotta go with. You
And
said
it's
with
with
your friends.
it's with the boys.
with the
Wow.
boys.
I haven't done it after work anyway, so
Damn.
no, it was great
Yeah,
times.
that's amazing.
Yeah. Who do you think was the most specific?
I reckon it was actually you, Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max's were way more specific than Luke. Yours was specific, but Max's fucking being in the middle of summer watching a movie while having a cold drink in my hand, having the aircon on 10 degrees full blast while having frozen fruits. You can't compete with that. You can't compete. There's no way.
Oh, I mean, I'd say mine was more consistent, but Max did get pretty deep in the specifications, you know.
That's
You know,
what I'm-
I feel like me and Luke had similar. At least for a couple.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, boys, any other rebuttals you want to say about this episode? Do you want to say anything? Like about the drink? I don't know if you guys sculled it. You guys finished it.
Finished.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I drank it in the first. No, that was that was a good one. Good recommendation.
Yeah,
pretty good.
So yeah,
Next-
I enjoyed that one.
Next week, is it... Like... See the fucking hand? Anyone else see the hand that just popped onto my screen? What the fuck was
Nope.
that? What the fuck? Anyways.
The fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know. So yeah. Anyways, I think next week is it your drink life or is it Kate's?
I don't know. I don't care.
Whatever it is,
Cares.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Classic. So we got
I don't mind
sweet,
if it.
sweet
mine.
tooths by this man here.
Mhm.
That's sweet tooths, and then
Yeah.
that it's probably not the same point. And then that is
You're pointing off the screen, mate.
that there. That's life.
Yep.
Yep. He doesn't care. And then he has sweet tooths. This cunt doesn't do shit.
Nope.
we need a saying for Luke. We need a Luke saying.
And what's your saying?
I just opened the show, mate.
Personally,
But
I would
that's-
say
that's-
my best saying on this is just going,
My best saying I'm not allowed to say because Max doesn't like me saying it. But
Go ahead.
yeah, so
you know, I'm gonna censor that actually in the edit.
You've only done that this episode.
I haven't done it this episode.
You've never done it in any
No,
episode.
I'm saying yeah, I'm saying like you did it before you started recording,
Yeah, because you didn't want me
and
to do
that's
it.
the only
Anyways,
time I've heard you say it before.
church. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all from us, I should say. Kate will be probably back next week, depending on how she's healed with her wisdom teeth. But hopefully you're recovering well, Kate. You're probably watching this. Yay. Let us know, is it Orion or is it Orion? I think it's Orion. Luke
Think it's
thinks
Orion.
Orion. And the other two Northies think it's Orion.
Orion's built.
We got the Cook Father. We got the Houston Rockets player. We got
Everlast.
Everlast, and we have Anytime Fitness. Ladies and gentlemen, it's hot. It's fucking stuffy. Also, no midweek game because I forgot to upload it. It'll be up next week. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys all next week for episode number 22. Bye for now.